Dirty December is upon us. That is why I need to talk about something today. Because I do believe that when I talk about this thing today, it is going to save some of you guys out there that follow me. Dirty December is upon us, I repeat. That is more reason why you should be very, very careful in whatever decisions you take or make. Tread carefully in everything you do. As you're getting so excited that I'm going back home to go and cause havoc, and the ones back home too are waiting for you to come and cause the havoc, please make sure that your havoc that you're going back home to cause is going to be in a safe way. And what I mean by that is this: as you're going back home there to enjoy yourself, please remember you have left the wife behind. Remember that your precious daughter and son that you have left behind. Go back home, have your fun, but protect yourself. Buy any amount of packs of condoms that you need. Don't go for extracting so that you can get better sensation. The thicker the condom, the better. The more rubber on that condom, the better. Because you don't want to go there and be doing friction things that they think I'm anti. And now, belle or syphilis, chlamydia, gonorrhea is going to be in the outbreaks. No, you don't want that. You only use extracting condom with your wife because whatever happens, you know that, okay, that is your wife. But don't go and use it with those girls back home. Please, our married men, be very careful. And for my ladies back home, it's not because somebody is coming from the abroad that you would think they cannot have sickness. It's not because somebody is coming from the abroad that you think they cannot be sick. Everything, that beauty that you're seeing, some of them is a mirage. Because they come from a country that is very cold. They have access to a lot of skin products that they can use and everything. They eat good food, so their skin is going to be glowing. So you're looking at that mirage and you'll be thinking that that's a reality. No. There are a lot of people abroad that are sick. Actually, this morning, I was reading a report. And it's reported that in a city called Montreal in Canada, the percentage of HIV has increased, is skyrocketing. So they're advising people to be very, very, very careful. And they are thinking that that is being caused because after the pandemic, a lot of people are suffering. So a lot of people are doing stuff with each other to be able to obtain some money financially. So they're advising people to be very, very careful. And a lot of those men are going to come from Montreal to come and enjoy their Christmas back home. Some of them are going to come there and enjoy their Christmas without even knowing that they are sick. Because some of us, our immune systems are very powerful. And we'll come back home there, we don't even know that we are sick, and we'll be spreading the whole thing. So you, my sister, back home, don't let a man come and tell you, if you love me, let's do it raw. There's nothing like raw. If he doesn't want to do it with protection, do not do it. Don't go and do things you don't feel like doing because you want to please somebody. Because like I said, remember, most of the men that are coming back home, they're people's husbands, people's boyfriends, people's fiancés. So they owe you nothing. A lot of them abroad here, they are clogged down there. So they need to go back home and decongest. Because over here, we all work so hard. So most times, their wives don't satisfy them like the women satisfy their husbands back home. So a lot of them, they have accumulation of that thing that you know in their system. So when they go back home, they need to clear their waistline. They need to empty that waistline because they don't know when next they'll be able to do that. So if they want to do that, very fine. But as I use you to do that, please protect yourself. Always remember that a woman's private part is more sensitive than a man's private part. A man can come from Canada and do something with you, and he has given you a fake ID. My name is Roger from Toronto. And you go and be opening your legs to Roger. He's going to come and deposit something in you there. And you get to find out later on. But later on now, you will not be able to do anything because Roger is gone. And Roger was not even his real name. He gave you that name because he wanted to play with you. And he didn't want to have any repercussion. And he didn't want you to go on Facebook and Instagram to look for him or to look for his wife. To type his last name to look for him and his wife. That's why he gave you that name. So you want to be careful. Always think about your family. Think about your mother and your father and your siblings in whatever you do. Because whatever you're going to be left with behind back home, are your family members that are going to handle it? And that's even depending on the kind of family they have. Sometimes you even be left to yourself. So no fun, no 5-minute pleasure is worth a lifetime of pain, a lifetime of crying, a lifetime of lamenting. So be very, very, very careful. I know a lot of you guys are going to say, but is he only a man? Is he only a man? Yes. I'm going to take an example. Many of married couples. How many times do you see a married woman returning back home alone? Most married men, they never let their wives go back home alone. Are they crazy? Most times, if they let you go back home alone, you'll be accompanied by a kid. And most times when a woman goes back home, she's always with her husband's family. So there's always going to be somebody to monitor her. So women, most times, they never go back home alone, or they go back home with kids. When they have like 3, 4 kids, 2 kids. Where are you going to leave those kids to? If you leave those kids to your mother-in-law, by the time you go out and you don't return after 10 hours, she has already called your husband to report. But for men, a man can come and tell you, honey, I need to go and check on that project back home. I need to go and chill my guys and everything. I miss my guys. Mama contacted me, family meeting. I need to go back home and resolve some things and everything. And you're going to let the man go. Because the man, you're not going to send him off with kids. He's not going to be able to care for them. So men, most times, they get away with it. And when they end up going back home there, like I said, most of them, they don't know how to control themselves. That's what they call chastity. Chastity has never killed somebody. Please, learn how to practice it. And holidays, even how long it is. 3 weeks, 1 month max. Depending on how kind your company is. Why would you want to go and destroy your life in 3 weeks' time? Why? As you're going back home there, and they are singing in the clubs, men mad, oh, men mad. Men mad, oh, men mad, oh, and I still want knock. You should not be singing, you want to knock. You should be singing, men discipline, oh, men discipline. Men practice discipline. And I know one knock. That is what you should be singing. You know one knock. I don't have any issue with you holding any girl's waistline. Hold it there like that. Hold it on your banana. Hold it on your private part. Press it there as close as possible. Press it there, rub it there. So that she can take you to the edge of the cliff. Then when you go back home now, you use soap to jump off the cliff. But do not enter. Some of you have left your exes back home. You didn't marry your ex. You were with her, but she wasn't good enough for marriage. You went and married somebody else. She's already holding a grudge for you for years. Now you are leaving your Canada to go back home. And you're going to look for that same ex. Most times, some of them, they're already married. But even if they are married, you don't even know their husband's lifestyles. You don't know if their husband is a cheater. And she does not even know that she's carrying something. You will go back home now. Maybe you're already immune compromised. You don't even know. You will go and carry your banana. And you will shove it in her pitch. Now, the pitch now. Something is going to happen. Be very, very careful. And always know that girl that you're going to enter in between her legs, you are not the only man she's going to sleep with for the holiday. As she's sleeping with you, she's sleeping with some other men because she needs to cash out. She needs to cash out. She knows that once you have tested her, you will not want to test her again because you'll be tired. So you, as you are doing it, know that you're not the only one. And my lady, you too, as you are doing it too, know that you're not the only lady that he's doing it with. Most men, before they come back home there, and that WhatsApp, they have already lined up like 10 ladies. When they come, they do here, they do here, they do here, they do. More reasons why you need to protect yourself. Don't fall mugu. Do not fall mugu. When the man come and tell you, if you love me, let me go from the back. If you love me, let's do it raw. You don't love me. Remember, all those things that he's doing, he wants to do it to you because you're not his property. So it's easy for him to want to misuse you anyhow. Do not accept. Like I said, protect yourselves. Forget about extracting condom. Buy the most rubbery one. The one that when they put it inside like that, you'll be feeling that pain. That's the one that you should buy. It's better to feel that pain than for you to go and play with the extracting one. So more friction. Poof, don't bust. It is better. Buy extracting condoms. Protect yourselves. And for my men, like I said, remember, you have a family that you left over here. Do not bring korokoro or gorambips from back home and come and infest your wife and infest your children, you will never be able to forgive yourself. You will never be able to forgive yourself. Chastity has never killed anyone. You staying without doing the do for 3 weeks, 1 month, it's not going to harm you. It's not going to do you anything. If you even want, even tell a girl say she should go down on you orally and all that stuff, whatever you want to do, but avoid entering that place. Avoid it, please, because there are a lot of things out there, and with the way life is becoming expensive, people are forced to do different things, which I don't judge, to be able to survive. That is why you have to be very, very careful. So for some of you guys that have consciously planned to go and cause havoc, you think you're deceiving your wife and you're going to see family, and your family troubles and you're going to resolve. Mama has consulted me, Mama has called me. You think you're deceiving your wife just to be able to go back home. You even have her work hard to contribute to buy your tickets, thinking that you're smart. You use that same money to go and buy perfume, chocolate for girls back home. My ladies, no disease or no unwanted pregnancy is worth chocolate. It's worth perfume. It's worth roasted fish. It's worth beer. No disease or no unwanted sickness is worth all that. So be very, very careful what you do with your body. In everything you do, think about your family. Like I said, I don't care what that man tells you. That name that he's giving you is not his real name. He's only there for fun. Yes, have your fun. Be safe, protect yourself. And like I said, do not think that because they come from abroad, they don't have diseases. Because some of them, the last time they tested themselves for anything, especially men are very careless with their health. It's always women that test themselves here and there. But men don't. When anyone even tells you that I'm negative or something, do not even believe them, because most times they don't even know what they are doing. They don't even know what they are saying. They don't test themselves. Some of them, the last time they tested themselves is when they were migrating to Canada. When they were applying for their PR, they asked them to test themselves. That is the only time they did it. And they have never ever tested themselves again. Sometimes even I wish that when we go back home, that whether you're a man or a woman, they will still ask you as you're coming back to test yourself to make sure you don't have any sickness. Like I said, for me even, any married person should not be going back home without their partner, because it's very risky. A lot of women, most times, even if the money is there, they end up not going because they are like, I don't want to go and deal with my in-laws again. Sometimes they have difficult in-laws. So at the end of the time, the guy that, just go and enjoy yourself, please, I'll stay behind. But you now, you go there, you feel like, okay, she's giving you the green light to go and do anything. Be very careful, because that same woman, you might be thinking that, and whatever happens to me, that she'll handle, she's married to me for better and for worse. There's no better and for worse in this thing. There's better and for worse when the sickness happen, it's not your fault. But if you purposely went and put your banana somewhere and you carry sickness and brought it back, and I get to find out there's no better for worse in that thing, I'm going to leave you. So be very, very careful. Alright? Play safe. Go and enjoy and come back. This life, we have a very long life ahead of us. Or even if you want to do your thing, have one very sweet woman that you go back home and be doing your thing with, to be relaxing you downstairs. But like I said, how would you even know that she's even loyal to you? Because whatever she's telling you, how are you sure? So you're still not safe. Just stay away from it. Go back home, eat, drink. Like I said, be pressing girls on your downstairs. Press them there so they can take you to the edge. Then you go back home and help yourself jump off the cliff. Alright? So please be safe. Don't be careless with your lives. Don't be careless with your lives. Your life can just change like this. It's very quick. A blink of an eye. And your life turns into a whole mess. And nobody is worth that. Alright? Take care of yourselves. There's also juju out there. People are doing incantations to charm you. Think about that. There is people putting things in people's foods to poison them. Be careful about that. Alright? Like I said, though, dance, so do anything, but try to refrain from entering the place, because you don't want to be tied somewhere. Alright? So that is my message that I have for you guys today. I don't know why it crossed my mind today, but there's a reason why it crossed my mind. If you're a follower of mine and you get to fall on this video before your trip back home, and you have been having bad intentions and you'll be having wild thoughts in your head, maybe this is a sign from God to slow down, or maybe find another safer way to do the things you wanted to do. Because I know sometimes the congestion can be too much. The congestion will be very, very thick. So when you're going back on meditation, just I'm going to go and empty. I'm going to go and empty. Please do not forget your senses as you're going to empty. Be wise. That is all I had to say to you guys. All right. Have a good holiday. Enjoy yourselves and enjoy yourselves smartly. All right. Peace.